Today, Precarious plays
Torment, Tides of Numenera.
I'm not sure where we should go because I don't want to go back in there. Because they're gonna try to fight me, and I don't really want to fight, like, at all.
I don't think we can fight at all. I mean, I recognize that one of them was labeled as, like, a leader. So maybe just the one that I tried to target is a problem. Mm-hmm. But just based on the action economy, I don't think we can win that battle.
Yeah, it did not look good.
But isn't this everyone's favorite story? Whenever, you know, everybody remembers the time a bunch of birds psychically yelled at Aragorn, and then he decided to fuck off because he didn't have enough HP, and the action economy was too poor. It was out of his favor. I don't know. Actually, I guess that's a bad example because, well, here's the problem, right? I think that somebody might try to argue, like, here, you need to use your quest log and try to find something else for us to do while I whinge. The issue right now, running away can be compelling when it is an authored event. Because to go back to the Lord of the Rings, right? Mm-hmm. The hobbits wind up running away often. But because that is a tailored experience that has a dedicated intelligence behind it, designed that's their goal is to tell a compelling story, it does not. The story keeps going, right? Mm-hmm. This is a poor example of that. This is just bad storytelling, because we have just run away from that event, and now, like, how does that read, right? It's like, and then the heroes realized that they didn't have the strength, so they fucked off. The end.
Mapper. Okay. I remember Mapper.
We already talked to Mapper. Do we need to talk to Mapper again?
Well, we apparently do because I don't remember what they told me.
I remember what they told you.
What did they tell me?
He gave us a quest. He gave us a completely separate quest to go. No, it's in the quest log. Return to game. Or sorry, journal. I think it's borrowed and lost.
No. Borrowed and lost
that's
is from
the book?
the bookseller.
It's the Cold and Calculating Jack. That's the one. Yeah, we need to find an albino. Yeah, there it is. An albino assassin named Matkina.
Yeah. And the other person just told me to talk to Mapper.
That's nonsense. Let's talk to him again and see if he has a better... Okay. He'll only reveal what he knows if I can find a hidden sanctuary that was established long ago by the Changing God. It's the one important site in Sage's Cliffs the Mapper hasn't yet located. All he knows is that it's underground, somewhere very close to the Stitcha layer. Right? Because whenever we need to look for an intact corpse of a Stitchus, and then Master Foreman will create a digging machine, and hopefully that will let us dig into the layer.
Okay, so step one.
I think we asked where the Stitcha layer was and got a very vague answer that was just about something that was tangentially about what we were asking about.
Yeah.
So here, close out of this. Go deeper into the caves, I would guess. It's underground, right?
Yeah.
Try talking to these people and see if one of them is like, hey, Stitch is that way. Oh, but I don't talk to him again. He seems like a pervert, if I'm being honest. You know, who wanders around alone laughing to themselves?
Levy.
The levies are like duplicates of people that are on guard duty, right?
I think so. Okay, and they're guarding Helii?
This violet-skinned visitant paces back and forth before the cavern's opening. It wears fine clothes that serve to accentuate the tall, thin crest on its head. A symbol has been painted on the crest, mirroring the insignia marked on its chest. Its clothes are finely tailored and well made. The name of the creature's race crawls to your mind. It's a Varjellen. This one has temporarily chosen to be female. Her bulbous eyes flash quickly around her surroundings before focusing directly on you.
The council didn't send you, that much is plain.
Her voice is high and fluting.
You are aware that this cave isn't safe, I hope. What exactly do you want?
Yeah.
Make sure you read it.
This cave isn't safe?
Not unless you trust the discretion of the Stitcher. Those insectoid monsters that are prowling about. Most people are afraid of them.
Well, I think we just learned what we wanted to know.
Yeah. I was wondering what you're doing here, because I was.
I'm conducting a diplomatic negotiation on behalf of the city. Unfortunately, I am not dealing with a reasonable species.
Her crest flutters irritably.
I've made no progress at all. Days wasted in this miserable tunnel, and I have nothing to show my superiors.
Maybe I can help. Maybe I can help.
She looks you up and down, considering.
Doubtful, but you might have other skills I can use.
Ouch!
The circumstances call for a new tactic, and these levies cannot do what needs to be done, nor can I.
The Varjellen nods.
If you truly think you can help me, let's put you to the test.
She waves off the levies who flank her. Her gestures are short and choppy, sharp and irritated.
It's these damnable Stitcher,
she says.
I speak to them, I offer, cajole, negotiate, and threaten. Yet they persist in their digging, and every day another house on the cliffs above slips into the sea. If the digging does not cease, the city itself may crumble, so here's my request. Find a way into their lair, remove their precious eggs, and return them to me. These hostages shall ensure the future of the city above.
And also turn a tidy profit if I could get them all. Yeah, I wasn't feeling great about this at the first, but this is not... I don't know. Okay.
She pauses.
If you can negotiate a lasting settlement that does not require such dramatic measures, you may also pursue that method. But I have been trying for days with no success.
We have to go over there anyway.
Yeah, I think I can help you, and we might just never finish this quest if it means that I have to, take a bunch of hostages.
Yeah. Well, we might have to take a bunch of hostages.
I mean, we might.
It's just, here's the problem, all right? This is why I'm feeling so bitter.
Mm-hmm.
Our very smart girl, who's intelligence focused, spent points and only had a 60% chance of doing the thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And right now what I'm worried about is like, okay, well, what's going to happen the next time we get thrown into a scenario and then it's like, it's might or guile, whatever the yellow pool is, focused, and then we're worse at it, and it's like, how do you feel about a 35% chance to succeed? And I'm like, I don't know, game. How do you feel about eating butts?
Mm-hmm.
Just a big old bowl of butts all day.
Good, we need to stop the Stitcher before they bring down the entire substructure of the city.
She pauses and lowers her voice.
If you manage to infiltrate the lair, be sure to acquire all their eggs. I suspect they will have multiple clusters, and we will need them all if we want to negotiate from a position of strength. Yeah.
She hands you a synth ball. Oh, a Pokeball. Cool. With a blinking device inside.
Once you're in the lair, activate this. It will show you all the tunnels, the egg clusters, and the Stitcher themselves. Better to know what you face before you charge ahead.
Oh.
Pokeball. Pokeball.
Nah.
Panoramic Capture Ball.
Okay.
Okay. I'd like to ask some questions before I go.
Hit it.
Very
That's the one. She sighs.
What?
She sighs.
Oh, very well.
She sighs. Thank you.
Very well. Be aware that the time you spend with me is more time for the Stitcher to undermine the city. In a very literal way.
Good use of the word undermine. Okay. How can I reach the Stitcher layer? Can you tell me about yourself? I'm looking about... Oh, I am looking for a pale woman named Matkina.
The name is familiar, and pale humans are rare. One would imagine that I might recall someone of that description. Alas, I do not.
The White Death! What does she want with her?
Well, we can either press the matter with number 4, because we know, or we could just, let's ask number 1 first in case we make her mad.
How can I reach the
Stitcher layer, I am...
splitting voices? If I knew, I would go there myself. The Stitcher are quick to dispatch intruders, and I doubt they would take humans or Vargellans there of their own accord. Perhaps a construct of some sort of digging machine, but I know little of fabrication or manufacturing, so I'll leave that for you to explore. Alright, let's just get out of here and...
Whoa, you are familiar with Matkina, aren't you?
Okay.
She holds up her hands.
Only by reputation. It may be that she found employment with the council at one time. I know no more.
Alright. Okay. Freelancer? Okay. Goodbye. Yeah. Okay. Bye. So... we got a thing that lets us know the map? That's a Stitches with a name. Hey! This lady's planning to steal all your children. And I just told her I'd help. Can you help me instead? That's what I want to do.
Should I read this, or do you want to? You had to do a voice last, so why don't you read this in case this thing starts talking?
Deal. This massive creature looms over you, a scent like lightning, and an underground cavern washes over you. It reminds you of nothing so much as curiosity. It chitters and rumbles, waving its large claws through an expressive dance.
Or maybe they speak gesturally.
Yeah. Something about these smells, sounds, and gestures seems familiar. A niggling itch in the back of your mind. At least you remember the taxonomy now. This is a Stitchus, a huge burrowing insectoid.
Can you zoom in while you're in conversation mode, or?
No, it doesn't look like it.
I want you to zoom in on this guy and the Vargellan, because I want to know what they look like.
Chikekt. It exudes a sense of sentience as it watches you, but you sense nothing in its mind, as though it were a common animal. It points to itself and says, Chikekt. It follows with another stream of high-pitched noise. Yeah, you dig under the city, right? Can you take me someplace? Or what can you tell me about this place? I know what they think of her. What do you think? 2 or 3?
3.
Okay. It looks at you intently, and then its spatulate fingers begin a slow and careful dance. The sounds it makes are slow chitters that rise and fall in pitch, accompanied by the smell of ozone.
Good rock. full of electricity.
Can you tell me about the Stitcher? It scrabbles briefly at the wall, and a bit of lightning flares about the crown of antennae on its head. Its shoulders shrug, and you smell dust. Oh, what a cool thing! Okay, sorry, this is so cool.
This is the end of the cool things for today. I am full up on cool things.